Okay. Turn me up a little bit.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the Meat Stall. Today is January 1, 2021. We finally made it through 2020. I hope everybody had a great New Year's, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and all of that. But today we're going to be doing some black-eyed peas. Now, black-eyed peas is something that's commonly, if you're not from the South or you got deep roots in the South, you may haven't heard about this, but it's a tradition to cook black-eyed peas on January 1st. And the thing behind that is that black-eyed peas were supposed to bring you luck throughout the year. But today, let's get into these black-eyed peas. We'll look at the usual suspects, what we're going to be using today. Number one, the peas. Ragin Cajun fixin'. I love these peas. I used to, when I make my black-eyed peas, I would just season it with like some onions, salt, pepper, other seasoning spices to get that broth that you really like with that black-eyed peas. But these guys down here at Ragin Cajun Fixin' have this season pack down pat. They sell them in 1 pound bags, which is what I'm gonna be making today because it's gonna be me, my wife, and my sons. So 1 pound should be enough for us. But this seasoning pack, let me tell you, you don't need to add anything. Well, I mean nothing. You let that thing go. Now they ask for 10 cups of water, but I like to infuse any kind of flavor, any chance I get. I usually use chicken broth. The chicken broth brings its own flavor to the game. So what we're gonna do today, I'm gonna take my turkey tails, which I bought the other day, but they're frozen. First time I'm gonna try this, because I usually cook my smoked meats in a pressure cooker, because a pressure cooker, it cooks it that much quicker, and then it really cuts down on your cook time when you're making like peas, cabbage, greens, or whatever. You don't have to wait for that meat to cook and infuse your water. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my pressure cooker. I'll probably put like 2 cups of water in here. Excuse me, 2 cups of water, put them in there and let them go. And I got some bacon end pieces. I'm gonna take those in my skillet. I'm gonna fry these up, fry them up, not to the point where they're crispy, but to the point that they're well cooked and they got a little texture to them. Then I'm gonna take that along with the grease and I'm gonna pour them inside the beans. So let's go ahead and get started. And it's January 1, baby. Happy New Year. Meat Stall. I have my 10 cups of liquid. This here's 40 ounces, so this is 6 cups. And then I'm gonna use 2 cups of water, and then I'm gonna use another 2 cups for the pressure cooker. So I'm just gonna put 2 cups of water here. And I use the low sodium broth. Now I'm gonna take my peas, go straight in here. And I'm gonna set these aside while I go ahead and get the pressure cooker for my turkey tails. Completely frozen. I'm gonna set this right on top of this rack, only because I don't like for my meat to be sitting down in the liquid when it cooks. Now you can use broth here if you want to. For me, I just use water because when this meat cooks, the smokiness of this meat is gonna really flavor that water. Okay. Yeah. Put your top on. Lock it down. There we go. 5 is meat. We at the start. My valve is down and she's gonna start building pressure. So I'm gonna cut up an onion and some bell peppers while I'm waiting on the pressure cooker. And now, let's see how much you got. Shake it down. I probably got about a half a cup. I think I'm just gonna go with some onions just for some aromatics and with the seasoning pack. I was wondering when I got these if these things are smoky or not. Let's see. Oh yes, Lord. And I got these set on the medium setting. Let's put a couple pieces off in here, cook them up. Take these out, set them to the side. Got some good renderings in here too. That's gonna be good to add to the beans, peas, or whatever. Here, what I did is I switched to my stove top because my induction, I couldnn get it working right. I messed with it in a little bit, but basically what I did is I just put it on, brought it up to a boil, and once you bring it up to a boil, you turn down your stove, and then let it come up to a simmer. And once you come up to a simmer, we're gonna let it go. Stirring occasionally and adding water if need be. Here we are about an hour in, and the beans are really starting to thicken up a little bit. Getting soft and tender. Like the last 30 minutes of the cook, I'm gonna go ahead and add the meat. And here's the meat right here. So my turkey tails, I got them all pulled, and I got the bacon. So after everything was pulled in the bones and everything, I probably got about 2 pounds of meat. But it's smelling delicious. And here's the finished product. Black-eyed peas, turkey tails, and rendered bacon ends. New Year's Eve, well, New Year's Day, black-eyed peas. All right, let's get a little recap of what I did. I did the Cajun fixings, black-eyed peas. It already has a seasoning bag in it. It asks to use 10 cups of water, but what I did is I used 6 cups of broth. Not quite 10 because I didn't want it to be too salty. And then I did smoked turkey tails, and I did smoked bacon ends, and I put in it. We got it over a bowl of jasmine rice, and let's go in and see what we got. They hit a spot right there. Those are some really delicious beans. If they check your store and see if they got these Cajun fixings in your area. If you get them, I guarantee you will not be disappointed. It makes a hellified bowl of beans. I am beyond pleased. All right, this is the Meat Stall, first video of 2021. Happy New Year. And oh yeah, find you some meat and smoke it.
Okay. Turn me up a little bit.